So this is the Ricoh GR3, and instead of doing a normal review where I talk about the camera and all the specs, because there's so many reviews out there that just talk about this, so if that's what you're looking for, this isn't the video for you. What I'm going to talk about is why I have this camera and how I use it. So before I get into talking about this camera, I actually had the Ricoh GR2 for a while. I used to follow a few people on Instagram and just like their blogs and stuff that actually use like the Ricoh GR or the GR2, and I was just very impressed with what I saw with it and loved using it. I had it about a year ago, and the only reason I sold it is because I just felt myself getting pulled away from like film and my Leica M6 and like Nikon or whatever other film cameras I was using, and I was just like, man, I just want to stick to film. So I sold it, got rid of it, and just continued to use film because I was like, I'm not gonna shoot digital, not a digital photographer, I'm not a digital elite. And so that wasn't what I was wanting to go for, so I got rid of it. You might be wondering like, why get the GR3 when you had like the GR2? You can pick up the GR2 because it's cheaper. Mainly it's because of just like kind of the image quality and just like some of the features within the camera. I always like when newer cameras just have like improved features where you can tell there's a difference. If you couldn't tell the difference between like the image quality and like color profile quality, if you can distinguish between the GR2 and the 3, I wouldn't have picked up the 3. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing in terms of just like the colors from the 3, and then just like some of the features, not really like touchscreen and all that, but other like functionality. The focusing is like slightly faster and all that, but that's one of the reasons, or kind of I guess the main reason, that I picked this one up over the GR2. But when I had that camera, it was amazing, and I loved absolutely everything about it. There was no problems I had with the camera at all in terms of just like what I was getting out of it and what I was making with it, and just like with the lens setup and everything. It was perfect camera. It was portable, it was pocketable, and just overall, just all around like an amazing kind of point and shoot carry camera that I can carry with me every day. And that's the main reason why I have this camera and why I picked up the GR3, because it's like that documentary journalist type camera that I can pocket, carry it around everywhere I go and kind of journal the things that are like happening around me, because I'm not a writer, so I kind of just like express my thoughts or whatever I'm kind of like feeling or thinking at the moment through pictures or photos, and just being able to like capture that and just pick up the camera, point and shoot it, capture it in just like a format that works for me. That's awesome, and you know, I'd love to be able to carry around something that allows me to do that. Now, I'll always jump back and forth between like using a digital camera all the time and using a film camera all the time, but with this one, the plan is to kind of have a dual setup to like basically work as the sidekick to my M6, or my M6 to work as like the sidekick to this. I would definitely use this camera professionally. In fact, I have to do it tomorrow on a shoot, so I'm going to take this just to take some quick portraits or family photos, because it's just like that wide angle lens, and then I can also just kind of sneak in for a little bit of a close-up with it. But having this side by side with my M6, the reason I say that and I do that is because, you know, I may always just have like black and white loaded into my M6 or whatever film camera I'm using at the time, and I might be in a situation where I really want to capture the photo in color, but I have 36 or 24 exposures to work through before I can load a roll of Portra in the camera. So being able to like whip this out and just shoot a raw quick photo of whatever it is I'm like interacting with or whatever moment I'm in, that's perfect for me. Or vice versa, if I have color in my film and I want a black and white photo, I don't usually like to change my color photos to black and white, so having this and being able to just like have that option of just like, bam, I got the black and white photo, bam, I got the color photo, that's amazing. So I'm not too much of a technical person when it comes to cameras. I like the cameras to be as small and compact as possible because I don't really want to just carry around like multiple lenses and all that type of stuff. I really like that this just kind of has its fixed angle, like 28mm prime lens on it. And yeah, carrying around something that's just big and bulky and cumbersome is just not what I want when it comes to just like photography in general. I kind of just like things to be as small as possible so I can quickly pull something out, shoot it, and then just like keep moving on and not worrying about, do I have the right lens on, do I have this or that. You know, if I'm shooting film, you know, I like to have like the option of 2 different styles of lenses, and if that's the case, I'll just carry around like 2 bodies or just like the 2 very small lenses that usually come with like film cameras and whatnot. But the features I like the most in a digital camera, or the feature I guess I should say, is just the Wi-Fi functionality and being able to just like snap a photo in JPEG or RAW and being able to transfer it to my phone and edit it in the VSCO app and then go and post it online, whether that be on VSCO itself or Instagram or something like that. So that's one of like the critical and key features that I like in most digital cameras, which most digital cameras have now. But I just like the way the Ricoh looks, the color out of the Ricoh looks. It works really well with a lot of like the VSCO presets that I use. With all that being said, I really hope these photos kind of just show and explain just why I love this camera so much and how I use it and how I carry it around and why I kind of carry it around every single day. It's literally like carrying around your cell phone. It's so easy to put into your pocket, pull it out, open it up, and like quickly take a photo. I literally just did one just now. I didn't pull it out of my pocket or anything, but being able to just have like the speed and just like the compactness and smallness and discreetness of this camera because it's so quiet is why I love it so much. So thanks for watching this video, and if you're interested in picking this camera up, I highly recommend it, whether that's the 2 or the 3, or even if you're looking towards the like GR1, I believe it's called. It's a great camera. It's an absolutely amazing camera and like a good kind of combo camera just to go with like a film camera or anything. If you're just like, man, I really wish I can just quickly capture stuff and not worry too much about like changing all the settings on like a film camera and all that, making sure your like exposure is right, and you do want to be able to just like quickly just pop on the camera and capture something, I definitely recommend this. So thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I like to chat with people just in the comments. Throw out your Instagram or something like that. I like to check out people's Instagram, follow you guys, and see what you guys are creating with like any camera you guys have. And with that being said,